Hello, my beloved. It's such a joy to have you here with me once again. Sit back and relax. This is your refuge, your peaceful space, where the outside world can wait. For 30 minutes, my only wish is for you to feel completely at home, at peace, and for my embrace of love and light to reach you, calming your heart and restoring your soul. I know you. I know every detail of your story, every struggle you silently face. I know your pain, your fears, and even your most secret hopes. And it is with all my essence that I am here, ready to listen to you without judgment and love you without reservation. Reception and refuge. Let me begin by asking, how did you get here today? Exhausted? With your mind full of thoughts that won't give you respite? With the feeling that you're carrying a weight that no longer belongs to you? I see it. I see your weary soul, your burdened spirit. And it is for this exhaustion that I have a word, an invitation. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is not just a pretty phrase. It is a living promise, an open door to relief. You know, modern life is like a never-ending race. Our world teaches us to be strong all the time, to not show weakness, to swallow pain and move forward. But I tell you that true strength lies in recognizing your humanity, your limitations, and allowing yourself to stop, breathe, and seek the refuge that is always available within me. Imagine your life is a ship on the high seas. Some days the sea is calm, the sun shines, and the journey is smooth. On others, a storm arrives. The wind blows hard, the waves become gigantic, and fear tries to dominate your heart. You feel small and powerless in the face of nature's fury. But I am the safe harbor. I am the beacon that shines in the deepest darkness, guiding you back to solid ground. Even when the storm is at its worst, I am the calm at the center of your being, the anchor that keeps you steady, preventing you from being swept away by the current of despair. You don't have to carry all of this alone. You don't have to try to fix everything at once. Your only task right now is to surrender. Surrender the anxiety that plagues you, the grief that consumes you, the fear of the future that paralyzes you. Place it all in my hands. Your emotional baggage no longer needs to weigh you down. I want you to feel the lightness of a surrendering heart. Feel the sensation of taking off your shoes, sitting in a soft armchair, with a roaring fireplace and the gentle sound of rain falling outside. This is the peace I offer you. It's a place where your soul can find the rest it so desperately needs. It's a space where you are simply welcomed, without conditions, without demands, only with pure and unconditional love. Allow yourself to enter. Allow yourself to rest. The value you have. And speaking of rest, I see that many of you are tired of feeling undervalued, invisible, or inadequate. The society we live in specializes in putting us in boxes, labeling us and comparing us to others. It tells us that our value lies in what we do, in our beauty, in our professional success, in our money. And when we don't meet these standards, the voice of self-criticism within us becomes loud and cruel. But I want you to listen to me with your heart, because the truth I have to give you is liberating. Your value isn't in what you have or what you do. It's in who you are. I created you. And when I created you, I didn't make any mistakes. You're not an imperfect version of someone else. You're an original masterpiece, unique. Imagine you're a blank canvas and I'm the painter. I began painting you with vibrant colors, with brushstrokes of love and details of hope. Every trait of your personality, every talent, every quirk, everything was placed with purpose. And even your scars, the marks of your struggles, aren't flaws. They're brushstrokes that tell a story of resilience and strength. They're part of your beauty. Don't let the voice of discouragement convince you otherwise. Self-criticism is one of the biggest traps your heart can face. It makes you believe lies. You're not good enough. You don't deserve to be happy. You'll never make it. But I tell you, you are more than enough. You deserve all the good things life has to offer. And you already have within you everything you need to be who I called you to be. Your value is non-negotiable, eternal, and immutable. It doesn't depend on approval or success. It simply is. And I see you. I love you. The love that transforms. And this self-acceptance is the first step toward the love that transforms the world. Love, my children, is not a fragile or fleeting feeling. It is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the foundation of all that is good and true, and it begins within you. Before you can love others, you must love yourself.
And what does it mean to love yourself?
It means forgiving yourself, letting go of past guilt, mistakes you've made, words you've said that you regret. It means treating yourself with the same patience, compassion, and kindness you would show a dear friend. Often, we demand more of ourselves than we do of others. But I tell you, my love for you doesn't depend on your performance. It is unconditional. And when you allow yourself to be loved, imperfections notwithstanding, it becomes easier to truly love others. The love I teach is more than a feeling. It's an action. It's reaching out to someone in need. It's offering a word of encouragement to a friend who's struggling. It's being patient with your child who's testing their limits. It's truly listening when someone shares their pain. Love is a silent gesture, but with immense power. It's my light reflected in you. And when you choose to love, you don't just illuminate another person's life, you light up your own.
The world is starved for love.
A love that demands nothing in return, that doesn't point fingers, that doesn't judge. And you, my beloved, can be the difference the world needs. Imagine the ripple effect. A small act of kindness today can inspire another tomorrow, and that other act can multiply, spreading a wave of love you can't even imagine. Be the seed of love. Your heart, when open to love, becomes a garden where peace and joy flourish. And that is the greatest prayer you can make. Peace in the midst of the storm. And I know that, even with all this love in your heart, stress and anxiety still try to steal your peace. Our mind is like a radio tuned to a bad news station. We worry about money, our health, the future. And our minds never stop spinning, creating frightening scenarios, leaving us exhausted.
But the peace I give is not like the peace the world offers.
The world's peace is the absence of problems. My peace is the ability to remain calm, even in the midst of problems. It's the tranquility in the eye of the storm. Imagine a hurricane. It's a powerful and destructive force, but at its center, in its eye, there's an area of total calm. No wind, no rain. This is the peace I offer you. It doesn't negate the storm outside, but gives you a safe place within yourself where you can find refuge. To find this peace, you need to learn to let go. You can't control everything. Life is full of uncertainty, and trying to control every detail is the source of much anxiety. Instead of fighting, trust. Trust in my plan, trust in my timing. Let your worry turn into prayer. No need for elaborate words. Just say, Lord, I don't know what will happen, but I trust you. I place this in your hands. And every time anxiety comes knocking, repeat this phrase.
Another thing that helps is breathing.
Feel my presence with you. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the air coming in and out, as if you were letting me enter your heart. Be grateful for this moment of life. This simple act of focusing on the present moment, instead of getting lost in future worries, is a step toward peace. Your past does not define you, and I am preparing your future. The only moment you have is now. Live in the now with the certainty that I am your shield, your refuge, your peace in the midst of the storm.
The path of hope, the peace that calms you today, is the same peace that gives you hope for tomorrow.
We live in a world that teaches us to be optimistic, but the hope I give goes beyond a simple wish for things to get better. It is a certainty. It is the certainty that, no matter what happens, my plan for your life is a plan for good. Maybe you're feeling stuck, unsure of where to go. Maybe you've been disappointed so many times that you've stopped dreaming. I tell you, don't give up. Your story isn't over yet. Life is like a garden. You plant the seeds of faith, perseverance, and love, and you don't always see the fruit on the same day. Hope is the certainty that, even when the seed is hidden underground, it is growing. It is preparing to blossom.
My plan for your life is prosperity, peace, and a future full of hope.
It's not an easy path, I know, but I'm with you, illuminating every step. Hope doesn't negate pain or hardship, but it gives you the strength to face it all. It's the anchor that keeps you steady when life's waves try to drag you under. It's the flame that stays lit in the darkness, reminding you that the light will return. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to follow a new path. Believe in the power of your faith, even if it's the size of a mustard seed. With that little bit of faith, you can move mountains. Your future is being prepared,
even when it seems like nothing is happening. Keep planting the seeds, keep believing, keep moving forward. You are my ever-evolving work of art, and I am so proud of what you have become. Your direction is upward, toward the light, toward the fulfillment of your divine purpose, and I assure you, the best is yet to come.
We've reached halfway in our conversation, and I really hope that you not only absorb but also practice. For example, have you signed up or are you just absorbing? The daily practice of doing the right things, following the good and doing good. In the end, you will reap only the good things, and you will definitely be well rewarded. But don't do it with the reward in mind, as many end up driving away because the reward is taking time. Do it out of love and you will never stray. Now let's move on to our next topic, which is the power of gratitude. I see many of you chasing more and more, as if happiness were always just the next step, the next achievement. But I tell you, my beloved, happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. And gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to that path. Often, we focus so much on what's missing, what went wrong, and the pain, that we forget to see the beauty that already surrounds us. Gratitude is an act of faith. It's saying, even if I don't have everything I want, I'm grateful for what I already have. And when you do this, your perspective shifts completely. The focus shifts from scarcity to abundance. Think of your life as a garden. You can choose to focus only on the weeds, the dry leaves and the cracked earth. Or you can choose to water the flowers already there, admire the vibrant colors, and smell the scent of what has already bloomed. When you give thanks, you water your garden, you nourish it. Gratitude is fertilizer for your soul. It strengthens your hope, calms your anxiety, and reminds you that I am present in every detail. I invite you to do a simple exercise. When you wake up, before checking your phone or starting your to-do list, think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be your warm bed, the breakfast you're about to eat, the sunshine streaming through the window. Start small, and throughout the day, every time something good happens, even if it's a smile from a stranger, a hug from a friend, a bird singing, stop for a second and give thanks. This simple practice will change your heart. It will connect you more with me, because gratitude is my love language, the power of forgiveness. An unforgiving heart is like a prison. You imprison the other person, but the cell that consumes you is your own. Forgiveness isn't about justifying someone's mistake. It's not about saying what happened didn't hurt you. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself. It's about letting go of the bitterness, anger, and resentment that bind you to a painful past. Many of you carry old wounds, words that were said, betrayals that were committed. And these wounds, when left unhealed, become poison to the soul. Forgiveness is the medicine. It's the courageous act of looking at the wound and saying, I will let this go. I will not let this define me anymore. But I tell you something very important, my son, my daughter. Forgiveness isn't just for others. Often the person you need to forgive most is yourself. For the mistakes you've made, the words you've said, the opportunities you've missed. I've already forgiven you. My love for you holds no grudge. So why do you still blame yourself? Why do you still beat yourself up over something that's already in the past? Receive my forgiveness and forgive yourself. Accept that you are human, that you will make mistakes, and that what matters is not the fall, but your willingness to get back up. Forgiveness gives you wings. It allows you to fly away from the weight of the past and into the freedom of the future. The act of forgiveness is an act of self-love and trust in me, because you place justice in my hands, and I assure you, the freedom that forgiveness brings is the peace your heart yearns for. Your divine identity. I know life gives you many labels. You're a parent, a worker, a student, a child, and we tend to base our identity on these roles. But I want you to understand something much deeper. Before you're any of these things, you're mine. Your truest and most sacred identity isn't in what you do, but in who you are, a creation of mine, loved, chosen, and purposeful. Your identity is engraved in my heart. It's as if I look at you and see my reflection, and because of this, your value is not something that can be lost. No matter what happens in your life, if you lose a job, if a relationship ends, if you fail at something, your identity in me remains intact. Don't let your circumstances define you, or your weaknesses or your mistakes. They aren't your whole story. They're just chapters. I want you to look in the mirror, and instead of seeing your flaws,
see me. See my love, my strength, my beauty. I am in you. Living from your divine identity is living with freedom. It's not being afraid to make mistakes because your self-esteem doesn't depend on getting it right. It's not being afraid to be vulnerable because your security is in me. It's being free to love, to dream, to be who you truly are without masks. Because when you live from this truth, you become the most authentic and happiest person you can be, finding joy in the little things.
We live in a world that teaches us to seek joy in grand events, a trip, a great success, a party. And because of this, we end up missing the joy that's right in front of us, hidden in the little things of everyday life. But I want to teach you to find joy in every moment. Life is made up of details, and in them, my presence is clearest. Genuine joy is not the absence of sadness, but the ability to find light, even in the greyest days. It's the ability to see beauty in the sunrise, in the hot cup of coffee in your hands, in a friend's smile, in a child's laughter. This is a practice you can incorporate right now. When you're walking down the street, look at the flowers. They are so simple, yet so beautiful. Their lives don't depend on grand events, only on my light and my daily care. They bloom in simplicity, and so can you. Joy doesn't have to be an event. It can be a habit.
Learn to appreciate the present.
The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived yet. All you have is now. And now, when you look at it with your heart, is full of small miracles. A song playing on the radio, an unexpected message from someone you love, the feeling of peace after a busy day. Joy isn't found in the number of things you have, but in the gratitude you feel for each of them.
Overcoming fear of the future.
I know that fear of the future is one of the biggest sources of anxiety these days. The uncertainty of tomorrow paralyzes us. We worry about what could go wrong, about what won't happen as planned. And we forget that the future is in my hands. Fear is like a thick fog that blocks your vision, and when you can't see it, you stop walking. But I want you to know that you don't need to be afraid. I am preparing your future, and I am your guide. Faith is your flashlight. It doesn't show you the entire path at once, but it illuminates the next step, and that's all you need. Trust that I'm working behind the scenes in your life, organizing the details, putting the right people in your path, opening the doors that need to be opened. Your job isn't to know what will happen. Your job is to trust the one who is in control.
I invite you to surrender your plans to me. Say, Lord, I place my future in your hands. I don't know what will happen, but I trust you. I know that my tomorrow is being prepared by someone who loves me unconditionally. And every time fear tries to dominate you, repeat this phrase. Fear is the opposite of faith, and every time you choose faith, you weaken fear. Trust in me. Your future is as beautiful as your heart can imagine because it was designed with love. The silence that speaks. Our lives are noisy. News, social media, demands, commitments. And in all this noise, our soul gets lost. We forget to listen to the most important voice, the voice that speaks within us. I want to teach you to hear my voice. And my voice often doesn't speak amidst the hustle and bustle. It speaks in the silence. The practice of silence isn't about having nothing to say. It's about making space for my presence to manifest. Set aside a moment of your day for silence. It can be just 5 minutes. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. And in that silence, don't try to find me. Just be, just breathe, and I will be with you. You can feel my presence as a peace that invades you, a thought that calms you, an idea that inspires you. Silence is the gateway to your soul, and in your soul I dwell. Don't be afraid of silence. It is a friend. It connects you with your essence, with the truth about who you are. It is in silence that you remember what truly matters. It is in silence that stress dissolves and peace finds its way back. It is your moment to recharge your batteries, to align with my love, and to prepare for what the day holds. Silence is the purest prayer, because it is the prayer of surrender, the beauty of vulnerability. I know many of you are afraid to show your weaknesses. Society teaches us to be strong, to put on armor, to hide our pain. But I want you to understand a profound truth. Your greatest strength lies not in your armor, but in your vulnerability. Vulnerability is the courage to be who you are,
to open up to others, to say, I'm not okay, I need help, I messed up. And when you do, you don't become weak. You become a beacon of light for others. You create a genuine connection because your story of struggle inspires someone to be honest about their own. Your vulnerability gives me space to act in your life. When you think you're too strong, you try to carry the world alone. But when you say, I'm weak, I can't do it anymore, you give me the opportunity to carry you. Your weakness is my strength. I work on your cracks, your pain, your imperfections. They are the channels through which my light shines.
Don't be afraid to show your wounds. They are nothing to be ashamed of. They are proof of your journey, of your resilience. They are what make your story unique. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with those you love. Allow your vulnerability to be the gateway to healing, deeper connections, and the manifestation of my power in your life. Living with purpose, life may seem like a sequence of random events, but I assure you it isn't. Each of you was created with a unique and special purpose. Living with purpose isn't about finding one big event in your life. It's about making every little event count. It's about living your life with intention, with love, and with meaning that goes beyond yourself.
Your purpose isn't a burdensome task, but a calling. It's the union of your gifts, your passions, and your story, all to serve others. You don't need to travel to the other side of the world to live your purpose. It can be right in front of you, in your home, at work, in your community. It can be your gift of listening, of teaching, of loving, of caring. Living with purpose is knowing that your life has meaning. It's knowing that every step you take is part of a plan greater and more beautiful than you can imagine. And when you live this way, you don't just find your own joy, you become a source of joy for others. Your purpose becomes the manifestation of my love on earth. So, my beloved, I bless you. I bless your every step, every dream you have, every pain you feel. Go in peace. Take with you this feeling of being loved, of being grateful, of being forgiven, of having a purpose. Remember, I will always be here, waiting for you, for a new conversation. Until next time. The continuous connection.
We've reached the end of our conversation, but I want to remind you that our connection doesn't have to last just 30 minutes. Everything we've talked about, welcoming, value, love, peace and hope, all of it comes from one place, our relationship. I don't want to be just your 30-minute refuge. I want to be your full-time refuge. Our connection doesn't need to be formal. It doesn't need complicated rituals or perfect words. It's a sincere conversation, a deep friendship that can and should happen at any moment of your day. Start your day with a "Good morning, Father." Feel my presence beside you as you prepare to face the journey. In the midst of the rush, instead of stressing, just take a deep breath and say, "Jesus, help me here." Feel my hand on yours as you face a challenge. At night, before you sleep, give thanks. For everything. For the challenges, for the victories, for life.
This daily connection, this constant conversation, is what will sustain you. It's your source of peace, your inner strength. It's what will remind you of your beauty, your worth, the love you hold within, and the hope that guides you. I am your best friend, your confidant, your brother, and your father, and I will always be here, waiting for you, with open arms. There's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be ashamed. Just come. So, my beloved, I bless you. I bless your path, your decisions, your heart. Go in peace. Take this feeling of being loved and valued with you. Remember that you are my most precious work, that you have a purpose, and that I will always be here, waiting for you, for a new conversation, a new embrace. Until next time.